Hello, in this video we are going to see how to draw the isometric view of hexagonal frustum. The hexagonal frustum of base side 35 mm and top side of 25 mm, which is having the height of 50 mm. Draw the isometric view. Actually, frustum means if we cut the pyramid by using the horizontal plane, the remaining portion is known as frustum. So here the frustum, the base and top having same shape but in different dimension. If it is a hexagonal frustum, the base is a hexagon and top is also a hexagon, and base hexagon having different size than the top hexagon. Here the base side of the hexagon is 35 mm and top side of the hexagon is 20 mm, and the height of the frustum is 50 mm. That's what we are going to draw in front view and top view. Then after that we are going to transfer the entire diagram into isometric view. Okay, so first of all, let me explain how to use the engineering graphics template to draw the hexagon. So for that, initially we need to draw XY line and we have to mark it VP and HP. Then to use the particular engineering graphics template, just draw one perpendicular line, that is perpendicular to XY. Then after that, place your template. Here I need to draw 35 mm hexagon, right? First 35 mm hexagon at base and top is 20 mm hexagon. So I need to draw 35 mm hexagon and also 20 mm hexagon in the top view itself concentrically. So based on a single center, I need to draw two hexagon. So for that, to draw hexagon by using the engineering graphics template, I need to draw XY line first, and after that I need to draw a perpendicular line. So on the perpendicular line only we have to place the points of hexagon. So here the hexagon portions, the hexagon varies from 10 mm side to 40 mm side, but actually we need 35 mm and 20 mm. So first initially place the 35 mm hexagon, 2 points which should be on the perpendicular line. Actually each hexagon having 6 number of points. First we are going to draw 35 mm hexagon. Okay, so mark the center. So while drawing the hexagon, we need to ensure that 2 points of the hexagon should be on the perpendicular line which we have drawn already. So after that we can complete the remaining 4 points of the 35 mm hexagon. Okay, all the 6 points were marked, and after that 20 mm hexagon, draw the 6 points. So what I have done, initially I have drawn the perpendicular line and placing the engineering graphics template in such a way that 2 of its points should be on the perpendicular line. Here are the 2 points. Here are the 2 points. 2 points should be on the perpendicular line. By making the 2 points on the line, place the engineering graphics plate, and then we can complete all the remaining 6 points. Okay, let me connect those points. So here the points are, I need to connect all the 6 points of the 35 mm hexagon and also all the 6 points of the 20 mm hexagon. I am connecting it. So why we are drawing is we should draw the top view and front view to get the dimensions which we are going to transfer into isometric view. So 35 mm hexagon and then 20 mm hexagon. It should be on the same center while drawing it. So now I am connecting all those points. Okay, and then I connect the slanting edges. Let me connect the slanting edges of the hexagon. And this is the apex point. Actually the top portion of the hexagonal pyramid is removed, so the remaining portion is known as frustum. So there will be no apex point, and I can name it. The base will be like ABCD, E and F. The top hexagonal surface will be PQRS, PQ So I have named like that. And after that, I need to draw the front view. For that, I need to draw projector line from all those points. Projector line from all those points. So this will be the base hexagon. The base hexagon. The top hexagon will be 50 mm above. The height of the frustum is 50 mm. So 50 mm above. 6 to 1. 50 mm. So 50 mm above, I need to draw a horizontal line, which will be the top portion, top hexagon portion. And after that, I need to draw projector line from top hexagon. The projector line should be 90 degree. The projector line should be 90 degree. Be careful in that. While using mini drafter, that will be more easy to draw perpendicular and horizontal line. Without using mini drafter, ensure that all the vertical lines are 90 degree with the XY line and connect those points. So before that, I can name the top view points also. This will be A and B, and this is C and F, and this is D and E. And from the front portion, we can see B, C, D. A, F, E are unknown, sorry, hidden points. A, F, E are hidden points. And similarly, this point is P and Q. This one is R and U, and this one is T and S. So from the front view, Q, R, S are visible, P, U, T are invisible. So P, U, T, these points are hidden points, and we can connect it. Before connecting those points, we can name it, then we can get the correct edges. And we can mark the dimensions here. The arrowhead should be more neat and proper. It should be having the 3:1 ratio. The length of the arrow will be 3 and width of the arrow will be 1. Okay. So now the base hexagon, which is having the side of 35 mm, and the top hexagon, which is having the side of 20 mm, is drawn. We can mark the dimension here also for 35 mm and 20 mm. This is 20 and this one is 35. That's it. The front view and top view of the hexagonal frustum is over. Now we are going to transmit the entire frustum on the isometric. For isometric view, we need to draw 30-degree line from an horizontal line. So let me draw an horizontal line and mark a point. And by using the point as a center, we need to mark the angles. 30-degree right side, then 30-degree left side. Then draw an horizontal line through the 30-degree point. Let me draw a very thin line, so later we can erase the unnecessary parts. Yeah, I have drawn that. Okay. And now what we are doing is, we have to draw the base hexagon on the particular 30-degree line. This one is 30 degree from left side, and this one is 30 degree from the right side. Okay. How we can convert the hexagon into the particular two line? We need to cover the hexagon by using a rectangle. So let me draw the rectangle which covers the hexagon. You can see here how I am drawing. I cover the outer hexagon by using a rectangle. So here the rectangle should be properly covered the hexagon portion. So here I have covered the hexagon by using the rectangle. Rectangle number 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, then 4. and on the rectangle all the 6 points of the hexagon should be there. We need to draw the rectangle in such a way that all the 6 points of the hexagon should be on the circumference of the rectangle. Okay. Now, let me name it 1, 2, 3, 4 and mark here number 1. What I have done is, I have covered the hexagon by using a rectangle 1, 2, 3, 4 and I have marked 1 at the isometric. And now let me measure that by using the compass 1 to 2. 1 to 2 I have measured, and 1 to 2 I have drawn arc. 1 to 2 I have drawn arc. And similarly 1 to 4 we can measure and we can mark the 1 to 4. So instead of using the compass, we can directly use a scale also. Measure 1 to 2. 1 to 2 is having approximately 6.9 mm. That is 1 to 2, 6.9 mm. So 1 to 2, it should be the 6.9 mm. We can mark the points by using the scale itself. If you don't having the compass, you can directly use the scale. And after that, 1 to 4, it is having the distance of 60 mm. It is having this distance of 60 mm. So here 60 mm. So you can use the compass, otherwise you can use the direct scale. Okay, this is point number 4. 1 to 4 is 60 mm, 1 to 2 is 69 mm. And 1 to 4, all the 3 points I have marked except the point 3. So for 3, what I need to do is 2 to 3, take a compass and 2 to 3 measure the point. And 2 to 3 draw one arc. And similarly 3 to 4 you can measure. 3 to 4 can be measured, and by measuring the 3 to 4, we can cut the arc from 4, we can get the point 3. This is point 3. Let me correct the point 2, 3 and 4, 3. By using very thin line, the line should be very thin, we can connect point 3 and 4. Yeah, I have connected. Now what I have done is, I have covered the 35 mm hexagon by using the rectangle 1, 2, 3, 4, and after that by measuring the distance of 1, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, I have marked the rectangle on the 30-degree line, that is isometric view line. And after that what we need to do is, we have to mark all the 6 points A, B, C, D, E, F on the rectangle 1, 2, 3, 4. So for that, in 1 to 2, we can measure 2 to B. Here is 1 to 2. I can measure 2 to B and mark 2 to B. This is 2 to B. And similarly in 1 to 2, measure 1 to A and mark 1 to A. This is point B and this is point A. And similarly in 2 to 3, in 2 to 3 line, measure 2 to C. So in 2 to 3 line, measure 2 to C and mark 2 to C. And similarly in 1 to 4, measure 4 to F. So 1 to 4, measure 4 to F and mark 4 to F. So this is point C and this is point F. And after that, remaining points are in 3 to 4, measure 3 to D. Measure 3 to D and mark 3 to D. Sorry, 3 to D. And similarly, 4 to E, measure 4 to E and mark 4 to E. So this will be D and this is E. So I have got all the 6 points on the rectangle. Now I can connect by using very thin line. Very thin line, I can connect A, B, C, D, which is on the isometric view. Yes, I have connected it. Now I have transferred my 35 mm base hexagon on the isometric view. And next thing what I am going to do is, I am going to transfer the 20 mm hexagon on the isometric view. So before that, let me cover the 20 mm hexagon by using a rectangle. The similar process will be repeated. The similar process will be repeated. So now I am covering the 20 mm hexagon by using a rectangle. The rectangle name 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now I have covered the 20 mm hexagon by using a rectangle. Now I need to transfer the rectangle here. So for that, here, the rectangle having a vertical line, 1, 2 vertical lines, and also the rectangular having 2 horizontal lines. The rectangle having 2 horizontal lines. First of all, I need to transfer the rectangle here, and after that I need to draw the hexagon. So for that, from 1 to first vertical line distance in 1, 4, so I am measuring the line 1, 4. In 1, 4, there is a distance between point number 1 and first vertical line. In 1, 4, point number 1 to first vertical line. And similarly, point number 1 to second vertical line. Point number 1 to second vertical line. Point number 1 to second vertical line. Okay. Yeah. And after that, in 2, 4 line, point 1 to first vertical line. In 2, 3, point 2 to first vertical line, and from 2 to second vertical line. From 2 to second vertical line. So now I can complete the 2 vertical lines. I can complete the 2 vertical lines by connecting these points. Okay, now the 2 vertical lines are transferred, and then 2 horizontal lines. In 1, 2, the distance between 1 and first horizontal line, which is equal to 4 to horizontal line. Okay, so in 1, 2, 1, 2 horizontal, in 1, 2, 1, 2 horizontal is here, and similarly 4, 2 horizontal, and then in 1, 2, 2, 2 horizontal, I have a 3, 2 horizontal, that is sand line, 2, 2 horizontal and 3, 2 horizontal. Okay, now we can connect those points. Okay, now the smaller rectangle which covers the 20 mm hexagon is at the base, but actually the base is having 35 mm hexagon and top is having 20 mm hexagon. The top is 50 mm above. The top is 50 mm above. So from the base we need to draw 50 mm line, and on the 50 mm, above the 50 mm, we need to draw the hexagon. So for that, take your L scale and draw vertical line. So these are the 4 points, right? These are the 4 points of the rectangle. So actually the 20 mm hexagon is not at the base, it is 50 mm above. So we need to draw 50 mm line. We need to draw 50 mm line from all the points. So let me draw the line initially, then I can mark the 50 mm later. So I have marked the line, and now let me mark the 50 mm. So here is a 50 mm point. Here is a 50 mm, and for this line, here is a 50 mm, and then here is a 50 mm. And after that, we can connect all the 4 points which is 50 mm above from the base. I can connect all 4 points which is 50 mm above the base. You can draw the lines by using very thin. You can hold the pencil with a very light pressure, then we can get the very thin line. Okay, now I have drawn the rectangle just 50 mm above the base. Okay, and after that I need to mark all the 6 points P, Q, R, S, T, U on the smaller rectangle. Let me use a scale here. Okay, that will be more easy. This one is 1, 2, so near 1, this one is 5, this one is 6, this one is 7, this one is 8, so this one is 5, this one is 6, 7, 8. So how you can mark the 4 points very easily, na? We can simply say near 1 there is 5, near 2 there is 6, then 3, 7, 4, 8. So 1, 5, 2, 6, 3, 7, 4, 8. We can mark it as simply. Okay, now in 5, 6 line, there are 2 points, point P and point Q. So point P is 9 mm from 5, point Q is 9 mm from 6. So in 5, 6, 9 mm from 5, 9 mm from 6. These points are P and Q. These points are P and Q. So in 6, 7 line, point R is 17 mm away. In 6, 7, 17 mm away. 17 mm away. That is point R. And similarly, in 8, 7, 9 mm P. Similarly, 9 mm S. So in 8, 7, 9 mm, and from here also 9 mm. This one is S and this one is T. And similarly in 5, 8 in the line 17 mm U. In 5, 8, 17 mm. That is U. And now I got all the 6 points on the small rectangle. Let me connect first. We can use a thick line now. Because we are going to complete the diagram, let me use a thick line which are visible. The visible lines should be thick. So let me use a thick line because the top surface of the isometric view always visible. So we can start from the top. The top surface will be thick lines. Yes, I have drawn. And which are connecting edges are AP, BQ, CR, DS, ET and FU. So which are the connecting lines? A and P, B and Q, F and C, which are at the front, and E and T. And also S and D, R and C. Those lines are hidden edges, so we can make it very thin line. And the front portion of the isometric view will be visible, so we can mark as thick lines. So among the 6 edges of base, AB, AF, FE, these 3 edges are visible, and top all the 6 edges are visible, and there are 4 slanting edges are visible, which is having the corners at the visible base edges. Okay, so this is how we can draw the isometric view of hexagonal frustum. Thank you.